And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players, the players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players?
So they've raised the price of the Series S from $300 to $380, the Series S 1TB version to $430 from $350. The Series X Digital is now $550, up $100 from the original price of $450.
During their announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2 showing off some things that people could genuinely get excited about, well, there was something that wasn't on the showcase, and that was price.
Fine print that Nintendo didn't want you to see. Mario Kart World priced at $80.
We talked about PlayStation Plus prices going up. Well, how about this? PlayStation 5 prices.
The Elite Series 2 Core is up $10. The Elite Series 2 full whatever variant is up $20. The headset is up $10. And they've also confirmed...
My fellow gamers, we have a serious problem on our hands. I am aware that this shirt makes me look like Quagmire. I don't know if you've heard, but big government and these evil corporations are planning what I'm calling a gamer tax. With Microsoft raising the prices on damn near everything, and now we have Nintendo wanting to set the new industry standard for game pricing at $80. I mean, Kirby, Mario, Animal Crossing, they're all good games, but not $80 good, and that's my problem. Now we're looking at when Nintendo does their once-a-year eShop sale, and they take a measly 10% off of their first-party titles.
The worst trade deal ever agreed to, signed in the history of the world.
We'll still be paying more than what we would have been paying last year. And I just don't like that. I'm not a fan. Not cool. Uncool even. Thumbs down. Hey, buddy, you're holding your thumb sideways. There you go.
Objection!
In a previous video, we already talked a lot about how Nintendo wants to sue everyone, but they just keep getting worse. Now they've even announced that with their new terms of service, they reserve the right to brick your new Nintendo Switch 2 if they just don't like how you're using it.
I turned my Nintendo Switch into a phone, and now it can run Discord, play Subway Surfers, and even make phone calls.
Hey Nintendo, please don't sue me.
Sounds pretty bad, but I will admit that I'm being a little bit selfish. We all know Nintendo needs the money, otherwise how are they gonna sue people? Can we even call ourselves Nintendo fans if we're just gonna let the Power Worlds of the world blatantly rip Nintendo off and steal their very, very unique patents? I mean, they did invent mounts. Little known fact, before Yoshi, people were just walking around in the world.
Traced our homeland back to the grassy steppe of Russia over 4,000 years ago. Without these horses, human history would probably be unrecognizable to us.
Horses are alive, and therefore they should be the only people allowed to use it in their video games. Right, Nintendo fans?
Man, that shit pissed me off, man.
So sure, just keep squeezing the money out of us so you can keep suing other people who make better things than you. Because for some reason, when the game industry is innovative, it's with lawsuits and more ways to charge us money. Like the Switch 2 tech demo costing $10.
And they're gonna tell us this is a tech demo. So this isn't really like a mini game per se.
Ignoring negative feedback. So just keep doing what you're doing and let the money fall from the sky. And maybe you're saying, Scooter, I only play free-to-play games. They're free and I can play them.
Checkmate.
And my argument is sure you can play them, but not without being harassed by a million different battle passes, and in Fortnite's case, a million different battle passes in one game, because one wasn't enough, and now that they've created a problem, they can sell you a solution. A crew pass. Get all of them for the price of one, or almost one, which is arguably a good deal. You do get a lot of benefits for it, but that is part of the problem, because not only will the game harass you, your friends can't help but tell you how great of a deal it is. And my friends would also say, I'm that friend. I'm the guy that does that. I know it happens because I do. But that's all beside the point. All I'm trying to say is, with these free-to-play games, you can start to notice every time you log on that they want to grab you by your ankles and just shake the money out of you. One of the new things that Fortnite has done, they now will sell you a character with ugly feet.
Question face. What are those?
because they realized, hey, we could just sell you his shoes separate and we'll call them kicks because that sounds cool. And you want to be cool, don't you? Hey, I'm cool and I don't need your stupid kicks. I lied about them. But hear me out, I have so many Midas skins. They'll work with all of them. Okay, well, maybe not all of them. You're right, I'm kind of a sucker. All jokes aside, Fortnite is one of the largest free-to-play games for a very good reason. They produce top-tier collabs with great attention to detail, tons of fan service. That doesn't mean that they don't have their controversies, with many players online voicing concerns over recent shop trends.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
But no matter how hard you try, they always find a way to pull you back in to beg for more money. And for me, that's one thing: Poison Ivy's ass. But nothing is as truly as bad as Call of Duty. With Activision's multiple patents that make you feel like, what's the point of even playing the game? Suspicious patents that will make you wonder every time you see somebody with a new cosmetic on top of the leaderboard, what the hell is happening? Is this game working right? And to answer that, we'll head over to Activision headquarters and ask some questions. Yeah, everything's working as intended. On top of the fact that every time they introduce a new battle pass, they nerf all the previous weapons into the ground and introduce new weapons that are completely broken. And yeah, the whole game sucks now. This is not the Call of Duty that your grandpa grew up on. Come to think of it, that was probably actually Vietnam.
There's lots of things you expect in war. Carnage, the sleepless nights. But what they don't prepare you for is the incessant use of Fortunate Son.
But this isn't the Call of Duty I grew up on. That's for damn sure. It's almost like they completely forgot that we had to pay to be here. And as I showed earlier in the video, I'm not really against the crazy skins and the weird stuff that doesn't fit into the military game style. That's the least of my worries. You can be a unicorn that has a unicorn gun that farts shit. I don't care. But if it's helping you win, then I think I'll spend my time and money somewhere else. So I find myself asking, are they really doing this because of the current trade war that we found ourselves in? Or is this something that they've wanted all along? Because you can find articles dating back to just a few years ago, some even further back than that, that suggest they've been wanting a price increase for some time now. And this is the perfect moment. Even last year they were talking about GTA 6 possibly being $100. And I myself would pay for that shit. I would pay $100. And so would many other gamers out there. That's because Rockstar always puts in the work to produce something of quality that other companies just don't do anymore. Like if we go back to Nintendo games are games that you play with your girlfriend or your kid, forcing some people to spend thousands of dollars or make some changes. And plus, it's probably going to be some sort of half-ass live service bullshit because even after they get their money, they're not done getting their money because now everybody wants to be the next Fortnite without ever stopping to ask what makes Fortnite so successful.
It's free. It's free. Free. It's free.
So they'll charge you $80, then charge you $30, $40 for each DLC, but they'll slap a battle pass on it and act like this could be the next Fortnite, right? Nope. And still continuing to do AAA practices. You could spend your time playing indie games. They usually come with a fair price tag, innovative multiplayer features.
Can I smoke a stupid real quick before we start? What is that? What is that? All right.
Which is great for social gamers like me, and are generally made by one guy who just loves his passion.
Kind of just a pipe dream project. I didn't have huge ambitious ideas for it. I was like, I'm just gonna make a little game. It's based on a kind of a game that I loved as a kid, Harvest Moon. My ambitions for the game like kind of grew over time as my skills improved, as the game started to come together, and I started to feel like, you know, maybe this could actually be something. I still didn't think it was gonna be super popular. I thought it would be maybe a niche game for Harvest Moon lovers. And I even thought a lot of them would probably hate it because they'd be like, this isn't as good as my favorite Harvest Moon game, you know?
Most of these AAA practices have pushed me away from what they're producing. But the problem with indie games is AAA publishers don't like them. They will sue them and sue them and sue them. So you really never know how long that game is gonna be there. To see these AAA studios stupidly reaching for our wallets at a not so great time, I mean, in this economy,
I'm all out of money!
When many of them have seen record-breaking industry growth in the last year, all while producing record-breaking industry trash. Now, some might say, Scooter, it makes sense because of inflation. First off, shut up, nerd. Second, make this make sense. You buy a console to pay for a subscription, so you can buy a game to purchase a subscription, all for what? A piece of media that they don't even want you to own. I just can't afford to support this. This behavior will kill gaming, and collectively, I don't think we can afford to support this. So, when I say I can't afford to keep gaming, what I mean is I can't afford this shit, or this shit, or this shit, or any of this shit. Oh,
We're doomed!
Doomed!
So now I want to ask you, the viewer, is this hobby getting too expensive for you to enjoy? Many of my friends have been talking about switching over the PC entirely, skipping all of the consoles. Xbox and PlayStation are both there, and even Nintendo, if you know how to find it. Now, if you like this video as much as old Donnie Boy likes McDonald's,
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals, but this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing.
I'm gonna come.
Then please finger that like button because it lets the algorithm know that you're having a good time. You like it here. I like it here. We're meant to be. Subscribe to join my scooter gang. It's a lot like AA, but instead we drink and we steal scooters from grocery stores.
Let's go!
Okay, bye.